Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorias Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to the Dojo, Season 2, Lesson 2. Once again, I am joined by the lovely Morgana. Say hi, Morn.
Good now, everyone. Am I legally allowed to say that?
It's tenuous copyright, but I'll allow it in this instance.
Okay. Lowercase. My name is
Yeah.
Morgana, evil necromancer of the haunted castle, I guess.
And also part-time fish.
But listen, it's becoming full-time fish.
Oh.
You gave me homework. I would like to say that I excelled at that homework. I got the fish on the football. I have a gif of that.
Yeah, I should have found that out actually before stream. But the fish was put on the football successfully. Truly a great scientific advancement. But yeah, no, I hope you had certainly fun with it over the last week. I'm also of the understanding that you played around with a few more characters and a few other little bits and bobs.
Yes. I got my ass kicked a bunch.
That will happen. Don't you worry about it. Like I say, particularly when you're starting out, a lot of fighting games is not measuring your, worth or anything by wins and losses, but it's by how many things you can notice and then be like, oh, okay, I could have done this, next time, if that makes sense. Don't measure your improvement by your win-loss ratio, measure it by the amount of, decisions you can look back on and say, yeah, that was the correct decision, even if I got fucked for it.
Yeah. Like I told you, I learned that jumping is cringe, and you shouldn't do it unless you have a plan.
Yeah, which is definitely an important part of the game. The fighting game experience, yeah, definitely to some extent, Rothgar, definitely to some extent.
Oh no.
But yeah, so... sorry, after you.
Oh, no, I'm having technical issues. Very minor technical issues. I may have to back out. It's just that I can't see the chat, because I have my chat, pinned on top of my monitor, but this game apparently doesn't like that, and it wants to be at the top of reality.
Ah, yeah. That is annoying.
I'm gonna back out, mess with my settings, and be back very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, in the meantime, stream, I guess I will...
I found the issue.
Hop on. Oh, she's found it?
It was very easy. Yep. It was in full screen, and it shouldn't have been.
Ah, there we are then. All good. Ooh. But yeah, so I guess I'll go over the brief plans today. So first off, I want to go over a little kind of because I believe the character you said you have landed on at the minute is Zeta.
Yes.
Which is a really cool choice, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, no, Zeta's a cool character in this game. And not to scare you, but she used to be also one of the most technical characters in this game, because to get the upper limit of her damage on stuff, she was the only character in the game who had one-frame links in her combos.
I don't know what that means.
So, frames are going to be something we touch on very lightly today, but essentially, a frame is a 60th of a second. So you had to be very precise with timing some of her moves to get her, highest damage combos. Now, luckily, there was a patch, God, it must have been a while back now, where they made a lot of her combos that were easier do similar damage to her, incredible, one-frame link tryhard ones.
How in the world do you optimize around the 60th of a second?
You spend a lot of time in training mode. Or more accurately, someone does it for you and then tells you it's possible, and you're like, huh, neat.
Yes, you find out via Discord, I understand.
Yeah, there are people who play fighting games just to lab obscure stuff like this. That's their fun. I will, lab a hard combo. I will not be in the mines for 20 hours or whatever, trying to, split the atom, essentially.
Just in case it is possible, yes.
Yeah. There's obviously other things that people can use as guides to work out whether something could be possible or not. But like I say, that's all technical mumbo jumbo that even if you like playing fighting games on the regular, you don't really need to know.
I doubt I will ever reach the point of theory crafting, so...
Precisely, yeah. There's a brand of theory crafting we probably will get to, but it's not making up our own combos, because that's effort. Yeah. Outside of some spur of the moment, oh god, this is the only thing I've got left off cooldown, maybe this will work, type thing, which I've been known to do. But yeah, so we're going to do a quick overview of Zeta, and I'm also going to quiz you a bit on your buttons.
I did practice some combos, but I've forgotten everything. No, I've forgotten everything. I can try.
Yeah, go on, show me what you got here.
If you will kindly let me be on the side of the screen that...
Player one side, yeah.
Okay, so, firstly... Nope, that's not the one.
Yep.
I mean, that
well,
works,
it's a combo, but yeah.
I'm thinking about this one.
Yes, yeah, okay.
But then, more notably, if you will kindly reset the stage... Or, that works too. I learned...
Dash, yeah.
I had a chat with Pixel, and Pixel pointed out how to be really fucking mean in this game.
Mm-hmm. Aha! So this is another thing we're going to talk about today, is some of the system mechanics that I left out of the previous...
That's my homework.
Kind of session. And, yeah, so you've aced the homework, I will say that, this week. But yeah, so you found the two main mechanics that I haven't taught you about, which is spot dodge and roll, and your raging strikes.
Yes.
Which, do fun and funky stuff like that. So yeah, let me reset this a second. In fact, hold on, let me...
I did learn that there's an upper limit to how much you can combo.
There is, yes.
And I
so if you do a long enough combo, if you do a long enough combo, I'm not sure I can do one on Zeta because I need to go and study her combos myself. I guess actually, yeah, some variant of this into like, yeah, there you are, combo limit.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's a certain number of hits you can do, and different hits do like add different amounts to like a combo limit meter, which is in the background, but it's not something you really need to concern yourself, like I say, unless you're theory crafting combos.
No,
Pixel is absolutely the kind of guy, like, he was posting earlier this week some, like, Kokonoe Blaze Blue lean shite he'd found, and, like, I was like, this is a very different world at the minute.
I expected it to be there so that your opponent cannot juggle you into next week and beyond.
Yes, it stops. It's essentially like a Granblue's version of some kind of an infinite prevention system, so you don't just get one tapped and then some characters juggle you forever.
Yeah.
And also kind of a thing to try and ensure like reasonable damage across the board, so that you have to, because like getting hit in this game is something we can kind of class as losing an interaction. So it's not you get hit once because you weren't blocking and then it's like, got him, GG's.
Hold on, I want to try something that I did practice, but maybe I'll be able to pull off. Nope.
Do you need more of those raging strikes? Let's do this.
That's the one.
Yes, very good corner combos as well.
That's my homework. That's what I did this week.
Oh. Yeah, Pixel's in chat cheering for you right now.
Pixel helped me with that one too, so...
Yeah, but no, those are very good, kind of standard, like little Zeta things you can do. So on the subject of Zeta, let's go through. I mean, you already seem to have the hang of like a lot of her moves.
Stick. Yeah.
So you've got. If I just call out a couple, can you give me a 2M?
Oh god, hold on.
There you are. Can you give me a 236?
I'm glad you're okay, Oz. 236L.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so that's a quarter. Okay. Like that.
There you go. Yep. And what about a 22M? Excellent. And finally, her other special, I believe, is on 2-1-4, we'll say H for the sake of argument. There you go. Now, that actually does have follow-ups, so you can do like 2-1-4
so I've heard.
button, and then either light, medium, or heavy will give you different follow-ups to that. So that's medium.
Yeah, this is the get away from me move, I guess.
Yes, because it has the funny property. So if you do it and I try and punch you,
wait, hold on. It's hard to do this consistently.
Yeah.
It's M.
Ooh. Sorry, yeah. I'm trying to get it like right. So the thing with this is that it does armor things, but I have to hit it with a very specific timing.
Yeah, how do I do the standing? I mean, I can just do the quick input. So.
Yeah, this is also true. The other thing I was going to point out is that you have a skill button. So yeah, you can do like back skill for that. So like back skill, and then whatever follow up you want.
Hold on. I'm just gonna jump and do it so it's easier to time. No, hold on.
Or yeah, maybe if you like jump in at me and I'll try and like armor the jump in.
There, yeah.
Oh, there you are. You armored that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. So Zeta has obviously that's kind of like her reversal. It's what I'd say stops her from being a true Shoto because in my head at least, this definition varies on varies depending on who you'd ask. But like most people say like, oh, you're like
you first.
So yeah, she can play like reasonably at all ranges. She has a projectile. The one thing she doesn't have is a standard DP, which is one of those invincible moves we talked about last time, because this is armored, not invincible, meaning that essentially like strikes. So yeah, so that will go through it, but if you do it again, throws will go straight through it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not just a like completely get off me button, because I don't think she has one of them.
Yeah, no, I mean, but it can go into a thing, so I can like retaliate and just her far medium is nasty.
Yeah, her far buttons are great. Like a far medium's a bit on the slower end for far mediums, but this thing, yeah, it's I'm poking you with the pokey stick to like stop you moving in.
If my opponent is at my level, unfortunately, this just works.
Yep.
I hate that this just works. I mean, it obviously
really
doesn't work against you.
Yeah, zoning is one of those kind of things that will work very well at lower levels, and to be fair, higher levels with a bit of like finesse to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's an archetype for a reason. It works quite well, and people keep making characters for it. I don't mind a good zoner.
We hate zoners. Here are more.
Yeah, this isn't even really like zoning from a zoner character. This is just a fireball, you know, a projectile.
It's a very slim fireball.
Yeah, it does hit like, you know, very quickly compared to most fireballs. Like, it's not a slow-moving fireball. See, a fire beam, perhaps.
What does the spear do? That's right, gun.
Yeah, it's also a gun.
Oh. I will say, I want to commend myself for something real quick. You did the fireball back at me, and I reflexively blocked it. Yeah, that was on accident. That was muscle memory. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, and like definitely, you know, getting block button down is like super useful. I think against projectiles specifically, this is where I'm going to want to bring up something a bit later, but we'll keep it under wraps for now. So, let me just get my bravery points, or your bravery points back as well, I guess. So, Zeta, she can do a lot of different things. She can wear a few different hats, really. Obviously, she's got like a very commendable mid-range game, because you know you can do like, you know, you can do like this into, I believe. Can you cancel this? Okay, you can, but you need to use EX to be faster. There we go.
Yeah, the God, I don't remember the regular input, but yeah, that one.
623, yeah.
You can do really nasty things with this.
You can, and it's one of her like main, I think, things to do on pressure is just see if this hits. If it doesn't, we get out, and then if it does, then you can send the second one forward instead and go in. Because her spears have 2 hits, and they're also omnidirectional. Well, they're like, I guess, octo-directional, which is basically omnidirectional in this game.
Yeah.
Where if you do them,
omnidirectional, by which we mean all the directions.
Yeah, all the directions available. But yeah, you can do some funky stuff with that.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why her combo structure can be so interesting, because it's like genuinely one of the few times where I've seen, oh yeah, you have to do like 9 or 7 H here. It's like, huh?
Oh.
It's just not a normal button we do, but like
Real
after,
quick.
Something like this, it makes sense.
Ow. Real quick, can I do something stupid for the fun of it?
Absolutely.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
I want to try to get multiple pogos on you. Hold on.
Well, this is the other.
Damn it. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, you should press U faster. But yeah, this is the other thing I was going to come on to, is that she obviously plays this kind of good mid-range game in the middle of the screen. She also still, I believe, even though it hasn't got as much damage, still has some of her dumb, like, I think she can just keep doing that for a bit and drag you all the way to the corner.
She's like Shoto, but with rushdown potential, and I feel like that's a very good place to start.
Yeah, like I say, she wears a lot of different hats. Like, she's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. Like, compared to actual zoners, this fireball is really slow.
Yeah.
Compared to, like, some of the more premium mid-range characters, like, you've got your Catalinas, your, I guess Beatrix Far H's, because that button is insane. Some of the other stuff like that, she will get a bit outclassed, and you're going to have to think a bit more about whether you want to use your slow but longest button, or Far H, which is a bit less range, but it's faster, and it's really good if you start trying to poke, or if I try and poke into you, you see how that, like, completely ruined me for trying that?
That was not on purpose. I didn't realize that I could hit... I didn't realize that extended your hitbox.
It indeed does, yeah. The whole spear is a hitbox, so this is something I wasn't planning on getting to today at all, but that's what we call a whiff punish. So if someone is whiffing their big buttons in neutral, you can...
I whiffed the whiff.
Yeah, there you are. You can try and slap them for it, which will hopefully de-incentivize them from doing it, or if it doesn't, then hooray, more free hits. But yeah, the other thing she can do is she can, in the corner specifically, become a high-low monster. So, you're aware that some attacks have to be blocked high and some have to be blocked low?
Yes.
Yeah, so she can kind of do things, like if you start trying to block this, she can kind of do things like, I've got to do the heavy knee there.
Oh my lord, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, she can get, like, this into the, into Pogo a number of times, into maybe we do another air attack, maybe we just drop to the floor and go low, maybe you're so preoccupied on whether I'm going to drop high or low, I just grab you. It's terrifying. Zeta core and the pressure is scary.
Yeah?
And to link to something you mentioned earlier, she also has a very premium 2H in this game.
Yes. Jumping is cringe. Get down from there.
Yeah. So, like, literally, if I try and jump in on you, and you just hit that 2H.
Yes. It's very nasty.
Yeah. Like I say, some characters don't have the greatest 2H. Zeta is among, like...
Windmill.
One of the best in show, I'd say. I'm stuck playing bad 2H characters, and I wish I had that. Just Pixel, I play Charlotta. My 2H takes 3 to 5 working days to come out.
Just own a spear.
Oh. But yeah, so that's Zeta, and like I say, I think it's a really good character to pick up, particularly since they've simplified some of her combos.
Yeah. Like, I landed on this character by complete accident. I was just kind of fucking around, and then I went, oh, well, this is excellent, actually.
Hell yeah. Oh. Yeah, and I guess we haven't seen her supers yet, actually, so I'll show both of them off just for the folks at home. But we've got a regular super.
I will volunteer to get hit.
There we are. What's it? You can volunteer to do the bigger super if you want.
God, how do I do that again?
That is, so there's actually 3 different ways of inputting super. So I'll get you on the right side again. So the classic way is 236, 236U for the bigger super. Or you can do a single 236 skill and U, or you can just do skill heavy and U.
When you say U, what are you referring to?
That is whatever button does that for you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, U is in unique.
Ah, okay. All right. That is not
So
what
that
I
was
meant
1
to do.
quarter circle.
It's really hard to do 2 quarter circles. But that
There you
works
go.
too. That was 1 quarter
Yeah.
circle. That works.
Yeah, 1 quarter circle skill and U will also work.
Laser
Hell
beams.
That super is super cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it doesn't take 2 to 3 business days for the animation to finish. I enjoy that.
Yeah, there are some which are cool, but like, yeah, you see them a couple of times, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm here forever.
In your 80th game, it's like, alright, I better order food while this finishes.
Yep. Oh. You get a quiet moment to reflect on every mistake you made that led up to getting hit by that super. Oh. But yeah, so that's Zeta, which is very cool and creepy. So, what I wanted to speak to you today about is the general flow of fighting games and some kind of like terminology we use a lot within that. So we're going to go over 3 main concepts and some basic stuff to do within them, and then we're going to expand on those concepts in later lessons, essentially.
Before we do that, I have remembered the rest of my homework because I set out to learn a couple combos.
Excellent, yeah.
And I learned that I can just do this.
Yes.
Like, if I just dash into you, light to confirm, and then I can just smash you.
Yeah, precisely. Yes, I think you can definitely do. I think it's medium rather than heavy that you were pressing there, but you can definitely get...
No, I was pressing heavy there.
Yeah, I think you should have been pressing medium for it to link.
True,
Because
but
like if I block after the dash
Yep.
light, I think there's a big enough gap in there that I can like wiggle free. Whereas if you do medium, I don't
that's
think I can.
true. But the point was like dashing just to hit confirm and then keep going.
Yes. Oh, hit confirm as well. We are learning some lingo.
I did the tutorial of the game and I paid a lot of attention.
Hell yeah. Right, but yeah, we'll see why I think particularly this is going to be such an important thing later, because you hopefully this will reveal the power of 6XL across the board, except for 2B and Wilness, they don't have ones. But yeah, so fighting games as a whole are like you can categorize them into yourself and your opponent being in one of 3 different phases. There is neutral, which is kind of what you're in at the start of a round, and any time when someone's not smacking someone else. It's this the kind of what we were doing earlier with these pokes, these like other stuff like that. It's the bit where you see professional people like walking backwards and forwards a lot.
Is this what one refers to as footsies?
It can be, yeah. Footsies is a part of neutral.
I know that footsies is also really vague.
Yeah,
it could be a lot of things.
Yeah, because there's a lot of kind of nomenclature around these concepts that overlap. So we're gonna go through like neutral, advantage, and disadvantage, but people can also call that like footsies, and then like pressure and defense, or like offense and defense, or they can call it being your turn, it being your opponent's turn, it being no one's turn.
Yes.
There's a lot of kind of like overlapping stuff, but it all relates to these kind of same 3, I think, core concepts. So we have neutral, where no one's really being hit, or no one's blocking things. Asterisk. No one's blocking things at like close range. Then you have an advantage state, which is where one person is in and doing hits and stuff. And then you have disadvantage state, which is when you are either being hit or are blocking something. Or blocking things that, like I said, generally for now we'll say that are close to you. There's a bit more nuance to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first thing I wanted to do, this is where we're going to like tab out and look at those videos, I think. Because we've got some replays to watch.
Oh boy.
Not our own yet, but let me bring that up on stream. Thank God the watch the other room's still there.
I would be concerned if we were watching replays of me. Where did you get those? Yeah, did you explain what a turn is? I understand what that means, but did you go through that?
Okay, so basically, a turn is a type of offense. Hold on, let me tab back out the game so I can explain this. So a turn is like a kind of subset of offense where you're pressing a series of buttons in order to try and break your opponent's guard. A turn normally ends when you do something, which we'll come on to again later with frames, when you do something that's considered unsafe, so you can't press another button after that without getting slapped in the face if your opponent's paying attention.
So if you're pressuring me, then it's your turn.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
Yeah.
So if I'll switch back to the game a second for the benefit of chat, but like if, so if I'm doing all this, like that's considered being my turn. But then when I do something that's minus, like spearing away there, or not necessarily minus, but when I do something that like means that I'm out of range to do further things,
or in the case of like
something...
if you jump, for example, and
I'm trying to think of what would be like something that Mazetta can do that's minus. I mean, probably if you block here and then I do, it's where the frame thing would be handy. But if I do that on block. I'm probably minus a lot.
Yeah.
And we'll get into what minus means, like I say, in the future. I keep trying to justify things without using terms I haven't already come to, but it's the long and short of turns is that a turn is a sequence of moves you're doing in order to try and break your opponent's guard. When you do something that stops you doing follow-up things, whether that be doing something that is unsafe or whether you just put yourself out of range, that's a turn ending. And it's another way of saying that we have gone from advantage back to neutral, or if you've done something really unsafe, advantage straight to disadvantage.
Because like we can't really be hitting each other at the same time. It's either one person pummeling the other, or the other person pummeling the first one, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So we're gonna put our very kind of vague understanding of this to the test a second. So I have got the watch together room up here.
Do the combo.
So I've got the watch together stream. Do let me know if the volume on this is all right when we start. Ooh,
same
and thank you very much
on
for the
my
follow,
end.
Vile.
Does this have audio? No, it does.
Yeah, it should do.
All right.
But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through bits of this. I'm going to stop it at random points, or semi-random. I'll stop it when there's something interesting to talk about. So this is a match between like two people in like the highest rank in the game, Grandmaster. These are two very good people. I'm not saying our gameplay is going to look exactly like theirs, but I want you to start getting just a very basic appreciation of, okay, when are these people in neutral? When is someone in advantage and someone is in disadvantage? When one person is in advantage, by the way, the other person is basically always in disadvantage. It's two sides of the same coin type thing. But yeah, I'm going to pause it at certain intersections throughout some of these rounds. And we're going to I'm going to ask you, okay, is this a neutral situation, or is one of these characters an advantage? And if so, which one is it?
Can't believe there's already a test. Yep.
Yeah. I like to keep things interesting here. Got to keep you on your toes, so I'm not just like talking at you for 2 hours, because I feel that's not particularly engaging teaching.
I mean, I will say, even though last time it was a lot of you explaining things and me going, I have the benefit of this being a recording, and I just went back through, and I listened back to the parts where my brain was glazing, so...
Oh, I love to hear that. But yeah, I also think, throwing in little things like this just to pepper them in Make sure people are awake, jangle those keys or whatever.
Jingle, 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 jangle.
But yeah, let's get this started, shall we?
Hmm.
So, in fact, I know a very easy one to start with.
Battle 1. Engage!
Alright, so right here. Easy one to start with. What kind of situation is this?
The leftmost player is on the defensive, and the rightmost player currently has the advantage.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And why would that be?
Based mostly on the fact that one of them is blocking and the other one is rushing, but this could change at a moment's notice.
Yeah. So, I would say at the moment, because no one is putting out any moves, this is kind of more of a neutral situation.
I guess it's a neutral. I'm more describing where I see it going. I guess it is neutral right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, I'm just asking, like, in this particular frame.
In this frame, it's neutral. That's...
Yes. And every match in every fighting game ever, I think, there's probably some Kusage where it doesn't apply, but in almost every fighting game ever, starts at neutral. So no one is being pressured, no one is, like, at advantage. And, yeah, you are free to... Or you're both kind of trying to vie for that prized advantage state.
But from this frame, I can see, like, which player is likely to seize the initiative, I guess.
Okay. Remind me who your bet's on again?
Would
it be the Zeta here on the left or the Catalina on the right?
The Catalina, definitely. But
the Catalina, okay.
It could always change.
I like it.
Is a neutral basically when they're at long range? That neutral... There's neutral in this case is like the game state. Neutral in like hitting things is when you're not pressing a direction, right?
Partially. I would say neutral is basically just when they're at long range is dependent on the characters. You can be long range against a fairy, but she has huge fucking buttons. So
yeah.
Like how much like that matchup is particularly specific in that you're basically always at disadvantage until you get close to her, and then she is both at disadvantage and also horrible in disadvantage, so she explodes. But that's kind of like a special case. But in general, if you're not in range of each other's buttons, that's obviously going to be neutral. Or if you're just throwing out kind of like longer pokes or fireballs, things that you're not realistically going to be able to combo off of, that's also kind of like just jockeying in neutral.
When you're not getting juggled into oblivion.
Yes, also definitely neutral involves 0 getting juggled into oblivion.
Yeah.
Things that come after neutral, not so much, but yeah, we shall keep playing and see if we can find stuff. Actually, no, let's go. Yeah, here we go. So here. So what are we thinking? I could have stopped that a little bit earlier, actually.
I think so too. I think you gave me too much information here, but
yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I was gonna say around. Oops, I did it again.
That I guess went from neutral into it being the Zeta player's turn.
Correct. Yes. So what we're seeing here is the Catalina is trying to do a neutral poke here. Zeta has armored it with that move we saw, the 214M, I think this is. Might be 214L. I forget which version has her standing up. So hits her with that, and then currently you see how this Catalina is kind of doing this backflip to kind of get off the floor, whereas Zeta is running in.
Yeah, like you are recovering, and I am moving. So yeah.
Yeah, so...
I understand that.
Yeah, she does this, she gets in, she starts pressing buttons. This is advantage Zeta. Up until we get to...
this happens so fucking fast.
Yeah. And like I say, obviously we're playing... we're looking at very good players here who can switch on a dime.
Yeah.
Like, we're 10 seconds in, we've gone through, like, a couple of different game states, as it were.
I don't think I will be this good when we end this.
No, I don't expect you to be. Like I say, the point is not to mirror the rate at which your game changes. I mean, that's entirely matchup dependent anyway. But
yeah,
the point of this is to just give you an appreciation so that when in your games you can see, you know, if someone's pressing buttons on you, you can be like, oh, I'm in disadvantage, I should do this. And the things you should do, we're going to get onto after this little fun test.
Or if like, or if I'm looking at a replay of my own game, I can see where things go wrong.
Yes, precisely. And we'll definitely do some of that in dojo lessons where, like, I'll do that alongside you.
Oh yeah, you can change the playback speed on this if you. That's a good call from Chad.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me speed.
It's the cogwheel.
Yeah, I can do 0.5 and then like mute it. So yeah, we'll look at that in this entire first interaction in like slow motion then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on, that is not taken. Okay, I'm trying to slow it down. Apparently the site we're on does not take kindly to that. Oh no, now it's done it. I just needed a couple of short.
I clicked it. I hope that works.
Yeah, no, it seems to have. Okay, so we've got the counter here. We've got Zeta running in. Like 1, 2. Does this move, which is like an ender, so
yeah.
That'd be again what we discussed, the concept of ending your turn. So that's like what's happening there. So we have a little kind of just like staring at each other before we both decide to grab, which is what this big tech is. Grab techs will normally, if you both tech it, put you back to a kind of a neutral state, and then we're playing the game again. By which means Zeta's back dashing and getting hit.
I did learn this, that moves of equal power will be rebuffed.
Yes, so that's what's called a clash.
Yes.
It's kind of just funny when it happens. It's not something you need to pay too much attention to.
No.
Definitely not for now, at least. But yeah, okay, I'm going to let the match play for a little bit more, just at normal speed, and give us the volume back. Oh, he says, not getting it at normal speed. Please. Can you also change the speed to 1 times again?
Yes.
Oh, there we are. I think it went
so.
through that time.
Yeah.
Excellent. So.
Weird that it's letting me. And not you.
Yeah. And I'm the room host. Right. What do we think's happening here?
Poke game's strong.
Yeah, to be fair, Catalina, like, Zeta has decent pokes. Catalina is played one of the best in class for, like, poke games. So a lot of this match, actually, as you probably noticed, has just been, like, people trying to poke each other and get little bits of damage where they can.
There's a lot of chip damage happening, but in this frame, it's very clear that it's going to go the Catalina's way, at least for the foreseeable, checks my watch, 3 seconds.
Yeah, so Catalina's hit with a big projectile here, which is actually kind of fucked up from this range. It can be a combo starter. I
will be really surprised if this doesn't end up going into Catalina's turn.
Yeah, so the Catalina is definitely an advantage here because she's able to move freely and she's fine. Zeta is like, looks like she just did like 3 shots and it's just like, oh, help. Oh, I missed the confirm. Okay. Another interesting one and another kind of great exemplar of what we're going for here. Whose turn is it now?
It is...
Or who's in advantage?
It is now Zeta's turn. That did not go the way I thought it would go.
Yeah. To be fair, I think that is largely to do with the Catalina dropping the confirm after the...
yes.
After the U projectile, but the technical, McGuffery. And now we see Zeta doing what she does in advantage, which is fucked up. Am I going to hit you high or low?
Oh my God.
Low.
You are going in the corner. You are going to Brazil.
You are. Oh, if she'd have confirmed that Catalina would have been dead.
Yeah.
We have some dropped combos from these grandmasters, which just goes to show these are the highest ranked people in the game. We still drop these on both sides.
That is...
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, I can see why this is exciting looking at this.
Yeah. This is kind of what really
Mm.
what watching fighting games, particularly as a spectator, is all about, because you get these, okay, they have the hit, they've worked through their opponent's, far range moves. Can they turn it into like real damage in a game and a round or whatever, or are they going to completely fuck it up and give the other guy like the golden opportunity to get back in?
But yeah, Pixel's on the money. It's like, wait, can I do that?
Yeah, also, the great thing about these, particularly these channels, shout out to Granblue Fantasy versus High Level Replays for the replay vulture footage, by the way. But yeah, the thrill is getting to do the cool shit and then being like, oh, I can do that with my character? Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is... I think this actually goes into what I like about esports, is that, like, because, like, everyone starts at an even playing field, you can do this if you practice enough. You don't have to be, like... Right, like, the only advantage is, like... I mean, I guess that goes for sports, too, but it's like, I don't know. I'm a person who enjoys, like, mind games, you know? Like, I remember watching I think it was the 2016 Hearthstone championship and just being like, wait, you can fucking do that in this game?
Yeah. Oh, enjoys my games. Oh yeah, we're in exactly Pixel. Also, hi there, Banda. I did see you in chat. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, playing mind games in fighting games is a lot of the fun, because when you take fighting games, people think they're huge, complicated beasts. They're actually just like 2 or 3 games of rock paper scissors on top of each other in like a trench coat.
That's a joke I've been making to myself all week. This is rock paper scissors with an anime skin.
It really is. Yeah. Oh. It's the mind game of eventually you both just stare at each other. I mean, yeah, that does happen.
I wonder what my opponent's thinking. Meow, 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 meow.
Well, if I do this, and then your other opponent is just like, I am playing 2B, far heavy.
Laser
It's rock, paper, scissors with weighted dice and a lot of aura. Yep. Couldn't agree more myself.
Rock, paper, scissors, but you get the JoJo pose.
Yeah, and you get cool fleshy supers. But yeah, so let's keep rolling with this. Well, I think watch till the end of this game. So Zeta's got a round at the minute. Okay.
Oh my lord.
Oh, okay, not that one. I didn't think she was going to do that. She mixed me. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm waiting for a very specific interaction that will come up at some point because it's Granblue. More pogo stuff. We got a get off me DP in there. Is it now? Nope. Ah, zombie hit. So that's kind of that U fireball coming in. That's what that can do, and then Kathleen gets 7 billion damage off of that for reasons.
Oh my! The 21 chain is crazy.
Yep. I'm gonna rewind that round a bit because there was one in there. Actually,
there was also
I'll rewind that one round.
There, so go ahead.
Yeah, I just played that one all the way through. So yeah, this is the end of the second round. The end of the first round, sorry. That's kind of what we're working with. I'm trying to keep an eye out for a very specific interaction. I swear to God, because Kathleen baits me with that one more time. There we go. Right. Whose turn is it?
I have no idea.
Or who's in advantage?
I have no idea right now.
So, yeah, so we're good at spotting, obviously, when we're in advantage and disadvantage based on whether we're getting hit. This is a situation where the Zeta is having to block attacks and the Catalina is at advantage.
Okay.
Now, I believe now is probably the best time to... We'll come back to the video, but there's a thing I want to explain to you with regards to, well, how do I know that?
Yeah.
So we're going to hop back into the video game for a second. And I'm going to teach you a little something. Yeah. Oh, right, the video game.
They've been standing there, just staring into each other's eyes angrily.
Oh. Yuri be like, or something. I don't know.
True.
Oh. So.
My controller fell asleep while we were watching that.
Oh, yeah, because it's a Steam controller. It will do that.
Yep.
So, what you're going to want to do now is remember that display thing I mentioned before stream with the frame information and frame advantage color?
Yes.
So, we're going to very lightly, Yuri, in an Arxis fighting game, again, it's way more likely than you'd think. And I already think it's pretty much going to happen. So, you may notice that's added some extra things to our screen here. So it's added some numbers above kind of both of our heads at the minute, which are occasionally blue or red.
This actually answers a question I had last time that I didn't think was important enough to ask.
Oh, okay.
Which was, how the fuck do you get frame data? Does the game tell you, or are we ripping it from the code? I guess the game is nice enough to tell you.
Yeah, so the game does tell you. Most people would use, instead of boosting up training mode and going and testing it themselves, they would use a resource of all this stuff compiled, like Dustloop or something. But why are you blue? I'm blue for an amazing reason. Yeah, so we're about to explain what this kind of all means now. So, moves will generally have, they're split up into 3 parts. There is, oh, now I'm yellow, yeah. Actually, do I want to go with that first? No, we'll go for general advantage and disadvantage first. Let's keep on track with what we're doing. So, like, certain moves, oh, yeah, we'll go with that first. It's split into 3 parts. So we have the startup frames, or the amount of time it takes an attack to become active. The active frames, the amount of time where there's actually a hitbox there you can hit people with. And the recovery frames, which are the ones after your attack, where, like, you can't press anything else until that's finished. So if I press heavy and then mash light like my life depends on it, the heavy has to finish first, unless we clash. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get a feel for that, right?
Yeah.
Now, all this blue and red stuff is showing is when someone does a move, who recovers faster. So who can do their, like, fast light button, or any other button, to be fair, before the other person. If you're blue, you're what's called positive, or plus, which means that you act before your opponent. It is your turn. And if you're yellow, then it's even, so it's both players' turns at the same time. If you're red, then you're in, it's not your turn, you're in disadvantage. So you can act just over half a second before I can, because that's 34 frames there. We're not going to worry about the numbers too much. We just want to look at the colors. So blue means plus. It's saying I'm plus there because I could have acted at any point during the recovery of your moves.
Yeah.
What this is all right for kind of like a neutral poking sort of thing. You can cancel the recovery portion. You can, yes, on certain moves, which is definitely an important thing we'll come to in a bit. But so if you block for a second, it's very useful to know because your opponent is most likely going to be trying to block your attacks. So it's kind of nice to know which ones are going to leave you yellow, which ones are going to leave you red.
Interesting that put you in, like, negative yellow.
Yes, so the fastest button in this game takes, the startup frame bit I talked about?
Yeah.
I think the fastest button in this game has 4 frames of startup, meaning it comes out on the 5th frame. So if I can act, if I'm -4, if you can only act 4 frames before I can, then that 5th frame I can always block on. It's what's called being safe. So it's I can't press anything else, but you can't hit me for it.
God, I hope I
Does that
remember
make
this
sense?
later. I think
Yeah,
so.
no, yeah. So yellow is like what we're calling it's no longer your turn, but you're not getting smacked for it. Red is you done fucked up, AA Ron. And then the ones we're really hunting for is, if you block again, is ones where we're blue. So you blocked that attack, but I recover so fast compared to the amount of time you spend in block stun blocking it.
Interesting.
That I can move before you do. So if I do that move and then we both press light, you'll see that I'll hit. So as soon as you block this move, just mash light. See how I hit you first?
Huh.
Yeah, it's because I move before you can.
Because you have a 1/6 of a second more than me.
2 frames, actually, so it's a 30th of a second.
Okay, a 30th of a second. Okay.
But again, the point is not that fighting game players are all on, like, Spider-Man reflexes and we can spot a 30th of a second and be like, aha! I can see the frames.
I hope not.
No.
I can't... I'm so time blind, I can't tell when 5 minutes have passed. We've been doing this for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, you know, almost 5 times that, but yeah. But yeah, so yeah, the point is, no one on God's green earth, I don't even think Evo champions are doing anything in a 30th of a second. What they do know is that this move, on block, is plus.
Yeah.
So it means that if I, you know, basically, I'm at free reign to press more buttons. Or if I block it, I have to wait until something else happens. So, yes, if you block this, you have to wait for me to do something else. And then, you know, in a situation where I'm red or yellow, then it's what's called, you know, your turn or back at neutral, depending on how far away I am.
Question.
Yep.
In a case where you're like hitting me like this, is it then, if you just like auto combo me, I guess, is it more in my favor to then wait until you tire yourself out? Because like if you hit me with the light, if I block your light, there's no way for me to come back. So is it just more in my advantage to let you keep hitting me until I spawn an opening, I guess?
So yeah, in the absence of talking about ways we can break out of that,
yeah.
Essentially, yes. Like a way to play fighting games, is to wait until your opponent does something unsafe. Because
I guess that's
you might
a more
notice,
reactive playstyle, yeah.
Yeah. So you might notice that if you just keep blocking this, like I can do this all day. I'm not hitting you. Eventually, I'm gonna have to do something different. And a lot of the things that I have that were different are not as fast as my fastest button. So, for example, if if I try and like do this and then run up and throw you because I'm bored of you blocking everything. So now, if you mash light after this,
Yep.
So block it and then just mash. Yeah, you see, I got counter hit out of that. Because I didn't like. I am plus there, but I decided to go for something cheeky that's slower. But yes, like Pixel's right. The overarching idea here is essentially, there are a couple of moves. I think it's all close lights in this game on block. All dash lights or 6XLs, which is why this is 6XL the game, because, you know, they were doing a lot of this poking game. I think you'll find a lot more in your matches that people will just be like, oh, I want my turn. I want my turn. And then they'll just, like, literally do this a lot.
This is more of a patience game than I realized.
Yeah. And particularly in Granblue, because it's not as, like, it's... I'm trying to think of the right word for this. I wanted to say hyperactive, that's not quite it. But I guess because it's maybe more grounded and neutral-based than some other fighters. Like, Skullgirls, like, you know, is not a neutral-based game. You block one thing and you hold the mix for 7 years.
Yeah,
whereas,
I don't know if I said this last time. I played one online match of Skullgirls, and I think even if I'm logged out, I may still be getting juggled in that game. We will never know.
Yeah. To this day, they're still doing that combo.
Yep.
Floaty, I wouldn't necessarily say floaty GPS crawl, because that's kind of more of a thing we use specifically to describe jumps. I think just general game speed isn't as high as, like, some other games, and definitely pressure potential in this game relies a lot more on kind of poking and stuff. But yeah, so the long and short of this, getting back to the... it's not BlazBlue, that's for sure. I can, yep, agree there. But the long and short of it is that there are some situations normally when people are close up, like I say, any close light or dash light, where it will be their turn, until they do something else. You know.
And then once they're out, I almost got you there.
Okay. Almost. I'm not sure that you can, actually.
I'm not sure I can either, but, like, if I'm in a corner, I have found out it's just, like, if you just start wailing on me in the corner, it's... And, like, if you're not guard breaking or anything, it just becomes a matter of find an opening, hit light.
Yeah, and that's absolutely... there's 2 words for that, actually, we have in the fighting game community. If I'm doing it, then it's noble and just, and I found a gap in your offense, and my abare, which is the Japanese term, is flawless. If you're doing it against my pressure, you're a filthy masher. And you have absolutely no thought put into
it. Yes.
Our noble abare versus
comeback versus
filthy smashing.
Blessed comeback versus filthy button mashing, I understand.
Yep. Far End might catch this risk. Yeah, I think it might, particularly on the light versions, but I'm not 100% pixel. But that's specific stuff anyway. Abare is a defined, clear decision. Mashing is a personality trait. But yeah, so getting back to the video, because I'm going to tab back into that now. But that is why in this Catalina situation, we're seeing she's hitting there with a her 6XL, but it's a close and, you know, light button.
All right, there we go.
That isn't close light. So basically, this Zeta, outside of a few specific options, has to wait until like the Catalina does something else, until it's Zeta's turn again. Yeah, so that would be why, because you said you were a little lost on that. That would be why that Catalina's an advantage here. But yeah, should we watch a little bit more of this? Oh.
Yep.
Let's roll then.
I love movie night.
I love movie night. That's incredibly messed up. That thing's set up. I kind of love it, but. I mean, kind of an obvious one, but we'll throw you an easy one. Who's an advantage here?
Zeta.
Yup, absolutely correct, because we are mid-combo, which is part of advantage. Ooh. I was going to pause it there, but then things happened.
It's like every second, like 5 new things happen.
Okay, so here's one that I think is quite interesting. So, Zeta has just flipped out of a combo there. Who do we reckon is at advantage here?
I want to see the pogo come out. That's my answer. But it would be easy for the cat. I think the Catalina's at advantage, but I want to see the pogo come out.
Absolutely. I would say so as well. She does appear to be in the recovery of some kind of move here, but I'm assuming that she knows what she's doing.
Like, I think this could go either way. I think it's like, I guess on a fundamental level, it's like you knock somebody out of the air here. But I know that the pogo move exists, and I think we're about to see it.
It would be funny if Zeta just raw pogos here, to be fair. I would love that.
If this were any other character than Zeta, I would be like, yeah, no, getting busted. Yeah. I know enough to know that this could go either way.
Yeah, and I think it's a bit more of a difficult one to judge because the Catalina looks like she might be recovering. I think that Catalina, I'm going to assume the Grandmaster knows what they're doing here, so they might be at the kind of frame advantage where they can act first.
Yeah. Like,
so I think also though there's another reason why I would edge towards Catalina being an advantage, and that's because they're at a positional advantage. So do you notice how Zeta's back is right to the wall? Yeah, that's a bad time. Everyone gets their best damage when your back is against the wall.
That is true. My final answer here is the Catalina is an advantage, but like it's a slim margin.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely like the correct answer here. But yeah. And then another thing that kind of like sucks about being in the corner as well with that positional advantage is that you know how in game one of this there was a lot of kind of walking backwards and forwards and using the pokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't walk backward if your back's against the wall. So like your range is and where you can hit is a lot more defined.
Yeah.
So
you are literally cornered.
Yeah, you struggle to be like as hard to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're cornered essentially. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Yeah, there we are. So I believe
that was not what I
did
thought would happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we are. All right, last round of this game, and then there's one game with two different characters. So I do want to at least watch a round of a different game where there's two characters which you may not have seen before. Okay, let me remember I've got to pause this at some point. Okay, right. Now this is an interesting one that explains another concept. So, who do we reckon is at advantage here?
I would say Zeta, based purely on the fact that they're gonna land first.
Yeah, okay. So, the whole situation here is that we remember how we said that
No,
like
wait. Yeah, back's against the wall. Yeah. That's
yeah,
true.
so, well, I mean, partly the back against the wall thing, but so Catalina, I think here is normally at advantage, right?
Yeah.
Because she, like, Zeta teched out of a combo, the Catalina was already jumping in. I think if Zeta pressed, like, a regular button, she would be getting hit here because Catalina's would come out first. Zeta has not pressed a regular button here, though. She has pressed 214H. Now, remember how we said that move has armor?
Oh.
So, this is kind of a defensive move.
I missed that.
So, this is a bit of a specialized situation. Like, I'm trying to show it with Zeta, but it kind of works a bit better with people with traditional DPs, where, yes, it's not my turn, but my invincibility, or my armor in this case, is going to come out before your move. So fuck you, I'm pressing the button. It's my turn now.
Okay.
So this is the other option if you don't want to like. In essence, yeah. So like, it is. I can mentally project where this is going. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat response. Fucking H Rhapsody, not like this. So Zeta is essentially betting on the Catalina pressing a button here, so that they can armor it and then slap them for trying to press a button and like take their turn back. Because that's essentially the other way to not have people pressure you forever. It's either you wait for them to do something unsafe or stupid and then take your turn, or you take it back yourself by betting on the fact they're going to press a button when it should be their turn. And if your bet's right, then normally you'd hit. Unfortunately, this Catalina landed and then punished the follow-up to Rhapsody.
Wait, I kind of need to see that again.
Okay, in fact, let's slow that one right down as well.
Yeah,
yeah, because this one, again, admittedly, I think is a bit above where I wanted to necessarily be today. This is quite advanced, to be fair, but...
This is very interesting, though.
Yeah, so we have... Oh, hold on, I gotta knock the volume off.
Oh, yes.
No one wants to hear that. Yeah, so we have Catalina doing her combo here, like, yippee, wahoo, wahey. She sets up a button that's going to hit Zeta as soon as she finishes falling out of this combo with this jump here. So she's doing that. Zeta armors that button, so the armor does go through. However, the follow-up she picks, which is the knee, isn't fast enough to get the follow-up there and punish Catalina for it. It's the tragic thing about Zeta not having a traditional DP, because if she had, then that would just hit. Or if she did the version that auto follows up if it armors something, which is the 214U, the unique version, that always will get you out of a bind if it armors something. But they've decided to use the H version, and that is not fast enough. So they send this knee. It gets blocked, which is very bad news for Zeta, because it means that if the opponent's awake, 2H, hits even though Zeta's behind Catalina, because 2 H's in this game are fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, wham bam, you've been big, like, flashy counter hit. Eat this anti-air combo.
Huh.
Oh. Pixel in chat saying, I guessed wrong as well, fuck. Oh. I still don't really get what a DP is.
That just means it's it's an invincible move, right?
Yes. So as we kind of mentioned on the last one, a DP, standing for Dragon Punch, is a move that has invincibility frames on startup. So in the example we were showing earlier with like the dash light and then us both pressing light at the same time, neither of those lights have any invincibility frames on startup. So you can be hit out of doing it, essentially. A DP cannot be hit out of the startup of it, particularly if it's frame 1 invincible. So your opponent can press a button when it's their turn all they want. They're getting hit if they're pressing a button.
Mm-hmm.
The downside DPs is that if they're blocked, they are normally at least like minus 30 or 40. So if you block someone's DP or if someone blocks yours, you are going straight to hell. Also, I've just seen Clouds in chat. I hope Zeta, praying for the Zeta to win this interaction, followed immediately by, this Catalina makes me sad. This Catalina character sucks. Oh. So it does not have to be an uppercut type move. No, it doesn't. In fact, a good example of a non-uppercut type move that is a DP, if you're... Ooh. Sorry, I had Granblue say, please wait at me a second. But yeah, so a good example of a DP that's a non-uppercut type move is Cagliostro's 2-2U, which is obviously a 2-2 input. It's not a traditional Dragon Punch input, which is a different thing. But it's a Dragon Punch move because it's invincible on startup, and you can use it to get out of, places where you otherwise wouldn't be able to. Yeah, Pixel's right there. He's doing a bang-up job in chat. The invulnerable definition is how we define a DP move, and a DP input is a 6-2-3. As you were saying, Morn, sorry?
I remembered something I was gonna bring up yesterday. Last week. I wanted to bring up a very specific image, because this genre has a lot of jargon. Please refer to Discord. I'm gonna pop this on screen as well. Just whenever we talk about jargon, this is what I think of.
Yep. Okay, let's I gotta get that on. I'm gonna get that off my stream as well. Hold on, let me.
Yeah. My pigtails have been stolen. How dare?
Oh no. So let's here we go.
Where did I save this?
Yeah, there we go. If the image Morn has just sent me. It's not even my birthday. Excuse me. That's not good for you. I don't speak Japanese, and all I smell is your body odor. Oh, brilliant.
I do actually know what happy birthday means. That's one of the rare ones I do know. I know it's not relevant to the game we're playing.
Yeah, that's a versus term thing.
Yes.
Where, to be fair, if you're at all interested, I mean, I know I'll be facing that in like a month or two's time once I start playing Marvel Tokon, once that's out, because that game has Happy Birthdays, Merry Christmases, and 4th of Julys.
I know that a Happy Birthday is when you, like, switch out a character and you get a free hit in, right?
Kind of. So it's in games where you control more than one character and you can call them in for assists. A Happy Birthday is having the what's called the point character, so the one you're mainly controlling. And the assist character, you hit both of them and you combo both of them. So you combo 2 of your opponent's characters at once. A Merry Christmas is 3 of your opponent's characters at once. And the unofficial, I guess, one for 4 characters at once, given that Marvel Tokon is kind of breaking new ground with that, is a 4th of July. I think it works really well, so I'm headcanoning
4
that.
characters.
Yeah.
I think that's very apt, actually.
Yeah, I think it works great. Like that's what I'm calling it. And if everyone decides to call it something different later, I'll go with the accepted terminology.
But this image is always what I think of when fighting game jargon comes up in conversation.
Oh. Also, I've never heard of a double Sunday clouds. I'll be honest, that one's new to me. I think that might just be a DBFC thing. Oh. I don't think any other game genre has this much jargon. I think I'm not entirely sure that's fair. I think it's just a bit more straight. Like other games, jargon is maybe a bit more straightforward. Like if I told you what like a smoke peak in an FPS was,
I don't
then
know what that
maybe
is.
Like it's a CS term essentially for I can't remember if it's like for running through a smoke and just having a look out the end of it, or stuff like that, or for like MOBAs, like what warding and ganking is. Like these things do have jargon. It's just that we've decided to be a bit funny with it.
I should, as a joke, make a quiz for you on MMO jargon, because that's what I know.
Yeah, I would happily take that. I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's yeah. It's not necessarily that it has more. Well, ward is literally just name of the item. Does that count as jargon? I guess it is. Yeah, because if you ask what warding is, we could talk. Okay, so you're warding off evil spirits. No, in MOBAs, it's giving your team vision.
Would your grandma understand this? Yes or no? I think that's how we define the jargon.
Yeah.
At least from my point of view.
A lot of fighting game jargon is a funny joke from 20 years ago. Some move from a game or Japanese. Yeah, yes. Honestly, Dorb, you're kind of hitting the nail on the head. But I do know what a safe jump 50-50 is. Yeah, well, we're not there yet. But those are terms.
Now that I've gotten to do my thing where I learn through memory, it's your turn again.
Hooray! Right, should we get back to this? Should we get back to the end of this round and see who wins it? I think it might be the Catalina, but we shall see.
I believe it's the Catalina.
Yeah. I'm also gonna. Can we both try and make sure the speed's normal again?
Yes. Playback speed 1.
1. Oh my god. Okay, we just both have to agree on it. So yeah, 2H into big damage combo.
Maybe that's so that one of us can't control the other one.
Something like that. And yeah, Catalina wins off of that. Neat. Okay, now we could watch another Zeta Catalina match. I want to show you two characters that maybe you aren't as familiar with, and I'm going to just pause in spots. I want you to tell me if it's neutral or if someone's an advantage.
Okay.
So yeah, here we go. I apologize, by the way, Pixel. I am potentially going to show a Nier getting beaten up. Not there. Yeah, we'll go here. What kind of a state is this?
This is a whiff. I would say this is currently at this very frame a neutral state. No?
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
I would agree with that. It's a bit
it could change next frame, but this picture I would say is neutral.
Yeah, this picture is neutral. Like, I'd say if the Nier was revving up a move to whiff punish this, then it would be, like, just about to be Nier's advantage. But as it stands, you got to remember, like I said earlier, fighting game players are not reacting to, a 30th or whatever the fuck this is, active for, of a frame, and pressing that enough in advance that their move comes out, no one's seeing this whiff and then trying to, realistically hit it with anything other than maybe a light, and even then that's tenuous. You have to have godlike reactions to that. In this situation,
I would just be like, oh, thank fuck that whiffed.
Yeah. It's vast, it's always disadvantage. Yeah, no. So this currently is a neutral position. So, we've got this kind of jockeying in the middle here, trying to score hits, and we shall see where it goes. Okay, so how I said that could change in the next frame?
Yeah.
It may have changed in the next frame because I did not see the startup of this fucking thing. Hold on, let's get that again.
Let's see that again, yeah.
Yeah, see, if I'd have paused it here, Now we're like...
I wouldn't be able to
so
tell
Vass
here.
is recovering... like, yeah, that's fair. But maybe because you're not so familiar with ultimate. Vass is recovering from that swing he just did. Nia is about to summon Death to go and slap him. Now this is a situation where, you know, it's just about to be Nia's advantage. There we go.
Is that smartphone?
It's a tarot card, but I think you can replace it with a smartphone. Oh. Okay, what about here? Who's an advantage here?
Well, it was the Vass, but Bro is leaving right now, so I think they're both in a recovery animation. I think this is also a neutral frame. But
okay.
But I feel like the Nier is going to recover faster, so I want to say Nier.
Yes. So the Vass is currently on the ground eating shit, essentially.
Yeah,
so,
he's getting launched into the air, so I think he's gonna take longer to get up, probably.
Yeah, he's gonna have to spend a bit of time getting up. Nia is jumping, but she can do a jumping normal, like, you know, jumping light, jumping medium, whatever, any time out of that. So she is currently...
Oh, is that winding into a jump?
Yeah, this is technically a super jump, but it's essentially just a jump. So yeah, Nia's jumping at this guy. This guy can't do anything until he gets back up. Nia's at advantage. And she will probably use that advantage to do like some sort of attack when landing, and really hope that this Vass doesn't do an invincible move that would catch her out of it. So let's see if that pans out. Ooh, interesting.
Ooh.
So, we technically had a stolen turn in there. So, if I try and get back to the bit with the jump. Is it here? Oh, okay. That's okay. This is a very high level thing, but I think it's cool, so I'm gonna just gush about it for a second.
Yeah, go for it.
So we're gonna put it on half speed, if you don't mind flicking your thing to half speed as well.
I click the button.
Hell yeah. Go show off the sick thing it was. So Nia pushes this Vass off. Oh, I didn't have it muted.
It's fine, it's fine. I did it.
Nia pushes this Vass off. This is a system mechanic we'll come to in a minute. And she jumps in. Now, as I was saying here, what you probably want to do, or what maybe she was kind of thinking here, is, you know, land with a button and then start, you know, pressing things on the ground to do pressure. What she does here is she starts a button, but you see how it completely misses him?
Huh.
So he's stood there blocking, thinking, oh god, I don't want to get hit. And she's purposely, like, whiffed this button. So this is not a threat to him at all.
Is this a...
But
this is what, in the MOBA genre, we would refer to as a duke.
Kind of, yeah. In the fighting game, I guess, if this was hitting, or if Vass had to block this from the other side, we would call this a cross-up. Which is fairly, you know, it changes which side you want. It crosses the person up, you know. So they have to block the other way, unless they're just using the block button. But yeah, so this whiffs, and the Vass is expecting to hear that little, like, you know, dink of something hitting on block, which gives this Nia just enough time to land and immediately throw, which obviously beats blocking.
That is crazy.
That is devious behavior, and I love it. And like I said, don't forget, I'm obviously showing you people at the very highest ranks. They will occasionally do fucked up things like this. Don't think you have to do this. Don't think you have to do any of this. All I want you to do is recognize when people are roughly in advantage, disadvantage, and neutral for now. That's the aim of the lesson.
I mean, like, it's like, at a low level, right, it's about learning how do I react to things. At a high level, it's about, I would assume, taking the fundamentals and going, bitch, you thought.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's the epitome of fighting games is, you know, that bell curve meme where it's like,
yeah,
I'm just pressing DP every chance I get, and then at the top of the bell curve is like, no, I've got to wait till it's my turn and use my resources carefully, and then at the other end, at like the highest level, it's just, I'm just mashing DP every chance I get. Oh.
It's really like, you gotta know the rules to know how to break them.
Yeah. Well, Vile's also actually brought up a really excellent point. So, if that jump attack hits, her throw would be too slow to do that. Well, it's not that the throw gets any slower. It's that to prevent really fucked up situations where you're locked into a block by something, if you are currently blocking a move, if you're in block stun, or you're currently being hit by a move, you cannot be thrown. Otherwise, characters like Lowain, where they have like a delayed projectile, would be the most fucked up thing ever because you would have to block the rockets and then he would just throw you. As opposed to doing what he does currently, which is sends all the rockets out and then throws you just before they hit you. Fuck that stupid character.
Anyway, let's see the cool
thing. So it's actually a really good spot, Vile. I'm glad you brought that one up. And also, thank you very much for the follow, Mr. Mars222. Very much appreciated. But yeah, so Nia was advantage on that jump, and then she did a cool thing after that. And I'm going to put the speed back to 1 and the volume back on.
I'm gonna have to send that to the committee. The committee is me. I've done it.
Excellent. Right, and we're going to keep playing it from there. So yeah, there's that throw. Another situation, a bit of an easier one. What do we think here?
I mean, Nier.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure that, we've got to throw an easy one in there occasionally.
This is the jangling keys. Are you paying attention?
Yeah. Just like, I'm just checking I'm not overwhelming you.
I am paying attention right now. This is fascinating.
Hell yeah. That's great. That's like the best thing I can hear, honestly. But yeah, so this Vass is blocking stuff. Like this is a kind of unique setup where, much like how I was talking about Lowain rockets, Nia could also do really fucked up things where her death summon could be hitting Vass and then she could just walk up and throw him if there wasn't that throw protection while blocking there.
Yeah, because
imagine you just call this person, this death in to do like 50 billion slashes, and Nier walks up and throws you, and you can do nothing about it.
This is a really interesting frame because the pressure is being put on, but Nier can still move. Nier can still do shit, which is like, that's scary.
Yeah. I mean, this is an archetype of character that can do this that we call a puppet character, where you have the main kind of like Nia, so the main actual character, and then something they summon that does moves on their behalf while they can be doing other stuff. So, it's like did you think playing one fighting game character was hard? Try playing like 1.5, and controlling them separately. Puppet characters are a war crime. Hey, Nier's no longer a war crime. She works at McDonald's now. On release, she was a war crime.
What does that mean?
She got her power level, like, basically, when this game was first released, Nier was insanely strong. Everyone played her. And then she got nerfed so hard that, like, for some reason in the fighting game community, it's just like whenever a character gets nerfed so hard, people think that all the people who were like winning tournaments with them now have to go and like work at McDonald's.
I see.
Which in turn means the character now works at McDonald's.
That's really funny.
Oh.
None of that Evo money. Sorry, you have to go work at McDonald's.
Yep. Oh. But so yeah, she like this version of her that we're seeing now is nowhere near as strong as the old version. But still, can put some pressure on in the right hands. But yes, are you ready for me to get this clip rolling again?
Yep.
All right then. Oh my god, that works! Okay, hold on. I was going to pause a couple of frames before, but I missed it. Okay. And I guess we'll watch one game of this, and then we'll look at what you can do in these various different states. Another throw. This Nier is doing a really good job tipping against the Bass. Holy. I was kind of expecting it to perish. Right, okay. So, this is... Yeah, what do you think's happening here? Are we neutral, advantage, disadvantage? What are we doing?
I think we are neutral going into Vass's turn?
Yes, I will say, yes, asterisk. That is 90% correct. So, you notice how a lot of other people, like the Catalina we saw earlier, or the Zeta, like when they got this knockdown, they ran up?
Yeah.
Vass is choosing not to do this and is instead using his unique move, which is called Soul Forge. It basically gives him a resource that, like,
this was a
essentially
trick question. I wouldn't
have
known
known bit,
that.
yeah, a little bit. But I want to show you that, like, you obviously can run up and take your turn. Some characters will instead forego a turn to charge a resource, like Vesusia might do this. Vass will do this at basically every opportunity he gets. Occasionally, Gran does this, but, like, who plays Gran? So, you know that, that Zeta move, the 214H, where we get armor?
Yes.
While Vass has this buff, he gets a set period of time where every single one of his heavy attacks has it.
Holy.
So he becomes fucking terrifying, because you know that kind of poking thing we were doing, where we wait for someone to do a button and then we hit it? Or, like, we try and just poke him to keep him away? No, he doesn't care.
Artie,
I mean, in fact...
You owe an apology to the Gran community. How dare you?
I play Gran. Oh, I'm sorry, Vile.
There are
Actually,
dozens.
that's a good point. Oh. Yeah. Lena... Yeah, I forgot that everyone on free-to-play gets Gran and a bunch of other characters. Oh. Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry, just looking over the chat, sorry. There's a mod to give her a little McDonald's hat, of course there is.
That's cute.
Yeah, but yeah, so this is a neutral state, and it could have been Vast advantage, but he's decided to keep it neutral so he can get his buff that means he's way better in neutral.
Mm-hmm.
It is a trick question. It's a matchup specific thing. I'm sorry. It's showing you another asset of how different characters can play the fighting game.
I did good with the information I was given, even though you.
Yeah, like I said, you got it 90% right. Like this is neutral at this spacing, and this amount of hit stuff, and it could have been going to Vass's turn if he was running up.
Yeah.
But he has chosen to do the big scary Soul Forge thing instead.
He's at an advantage at least.
Yes.
Not anymore.
Nope, now he's... Yeah. Also terrifying, so I'm going to walk this back a bit. So, this here would normally be... I think each one of those stomps would be at disadvantage.
I'm gonna let you do the teaching, and then I can gush about character design.
Yeah, so each one of these stomps would normally be... actually, I'm going to double check that. I might be telling a complete porky there. Pixel, can you check me? What's the frame data on Vast stomps? I just realized Tokon doesn't have a puppet character unless Goblin has it with his board. Yeah, I guess Tokon doesn't have a puppet character because you already have potentially 8 characters on screen. Like 8 characters and some of them have puppets seems like it's going to be a hellscape of like just visual nonsense.
8 characters with 8 characters.
Minus 14 on block. Oh, thank you. It's
Before you hit play again, I just wanna the artist in me loves how beautiful this game is. This silhouette of Vast, this exact frame with the scythe going in the kind of crescent, this is beautiful. Like, I can't explain why. It's gorge.
It is so good.
The aesthetics
Granblue art
are
is fantastic.
really good.
Yeah, like a lot of people gush about Guilty Gear being a beautiful fighting game, and it is. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love like Gear lore and art and all that. But Granblue is such a pretty fighting game. Like it's so good. Yeah. So basically, the point I was trying to get across, and this is part 2 of the trick question, so I won't make you answer it, is that normally here, like Vass would be minus 14 apparently, according to chat. I'll believe them on it. Which means that he would be red. So the Nier could poke out. Unfortunately, if Nier tries to press a button, he still has that armor buff.
Yeah,
he does not care.
Yeah, he's armored.
Yeah. So he will walk through whatever Nier throws at him and then just hit her for it. Or he'll do what he does here, which is see that she's just blocking and waiting for him to do something other than the stomps, and then grab her. Which, again, thoroughly horrifying character. And you'll... Okay, so this, probably the other side of this. You see how this time, because he already has the buff, he's running in, as opposed to getting that buff again? So, like, once he's got this, he's happy to kind of, you know, play the normal way. But yeah, anyway, that's definitely far away from just neutral advantage, disadvantage, so I apologize for bending your ear about that, but...
No, it's fine. One of my favorite things in life is to just listen to people talk about things they're passionate about, so I'm having a good time.
Hell yeah. Well, if you're having a good time and chat seems to be having a good time, then I guess I'm doing my job. Dustloop says we're smart, so yes. Okay, yep, I'll definitely believe that then.
Wait. If I'm watching the video and you're reading chat, who's playing the fighting game?
We'll get there. We'll get there. So, I tell you what. I've paused here. What's this then?
I think this is neutral.
Yup, very much so. It's
no
two people staring at each other. Yeah, 2 people staring at each other, waiting for them to make the move first. It happens. And let's see who does make that move. I'm gonna put my money on Vass, but I could be wrong. Yep, there we go.
Yep.
Get grabbed.
Oh.
Aha. So this is an example of a point I was making earlier. So let's wind it back a bit. So we have Vass doing this grab. So he's essentially ready to go, and this Nier is teching out. So who do you think would normally be an advantage here?
If I hadn't seen what happens, I would have said Vass.
It's still Vass, to be fair. Vass is still in advantage. Nier is still in disadvantage here. However, he knows this, and he's like, okay, I'm going to press a button to try and hit you. You know, being clueless. So this is a DP move. This is invincible on startup. So Vass couldn't hit Nier here.
I didn't mean to do that.
But Nier could hit Vass. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. It's just playing out the animation of the DP. So it is one of your ways. Different characters will have different versions of it. So like Zeta has her like 2-1-4 thing that kind of works occasionally. Other characters have some of them have DPs, but they are only the unique versions. So they have to have 50 meter, otherwise they can't use them. And some characters are privileged with meterless versions, where they can just do that whenever, as long as it's off cooldown. That's me. That's Charlotte. I do that.
Oh, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, so it's a character by character basis thing, but it's something we're not going to worry about right now. But when we start looking at matches, it'll be maybe something I can touch back on. It's like, remember we briefly touched on this? Because it'll become, Wait, Nier DP is armored? It's not invincible? Are you serious?
Huh.
Oh, I thought that was invuln. Okay. Frame 1 to 15. Holy. Okay. If Nier was a normal character, she would be invincible there. It loses to throws. That's crazy.
That makes this more of a gamble, right?
Yes. Because if it's armored, not fully invincible, you can throw it. Luckily, the Vass decided to press something that wasn't a throw there, and promptly ate shit for it. But yeah. There was a Catalina UDP earlier that was fully invuln. You get the point. If this was fully invuln, it would have illustrated my point perfectly. but
I
Nier is
think
fucking weird.
I do think that this is actually a really good point for fighting games. Like, so here's the fundamentals. Not this guy though. This guy breaks the rule.
Yeah, well, there are a list of fundamentals, and some of the replays I've got a bit lost in the weeds on being like, oh, but this guy does this cool thing, and that makes him really cool. And like, I need to rein myself back in just a little bit. But yeah, okay. So fancy mechanics aside, let's just look at advantage, neutral, disadvantage for like the rest of this game. Okay, what would we say here?
This one, I would say this is neutral right now.
Ooh, okay, okay.
I might be wrong on this.
Yeah, no, I can see why, because of the spacing of like
Yeah.
I guess the spacing. And that, so Nier just blocked a big in fact if I wind it back a couple of seconds, Nier just blocked a big vast like heavy button.
Yeah.
So that thing, yeah. Maybe this is a better option to point out, to be fair. This leaves her stuck in block for quite a while, because it's a like you'll find the bigger buttons, or particularly on some characters, leave you blocking for a bit longer. Like you're just stuck there.
So is it still?
It's what we call having
turn?
higher block stun. So like Nia is still doing this while Vass is revving up a projectile. Like she's still there.
Okay.
So this is Vass' advantage still, and it's just the reason is because he has a big fuck off scythe and very like moves that leave you in block for a while.
Okay.
Yes, you can see she tries to press out there or do something and eats shit for it. Because it's Vass's turn still. So like still Vass's turn, he revs up the projectile, good night. And then he gets to charge in, do stuff. Another move that has like a billion blocks on is that Lena projectile he did. The blue one, but again, don't worry about it too much if you didn't see it. Okay, right, this one. Whose turn do we think it is? And also a follow-up question that maybe gives a bit of a clue. Whose turn do we think it's soon going to be?
I think it's currently Vast's turn, and it's about to be Nier's turn, because that feels like a very heavy hit that could be, like... What word am I looking for? I feel like there's about to be, like, a turnaround.
Yeah. So you're essentially saying that this felt like it was unsafe or minus, and you'd be right.
Yes.
I don't think it's unsafe, but I think it is minus. So Vass can't press other buttons here.
Yes.
If Nier is pressing her fastest button, so he will probably block this next, and Nier will start doing things. Is our prediction?
This looks like a very committed move that is being blocked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, and I'm glad you said that, because. Exactly that happens. What you have just done there is intrinsically divined frame data.
I mean,
that's what you've done in your head. You've done it. You can't take it back now.
I was not expecting my fucking art schooling to help me in this.
Yeah, no, it does. Like, if a move looks like, you know, it's big and slow and the character's putting, like, their entire, like, weight behind it, then it's going to take them a while to recover. If they're just, like, backhanding you, then they can probably do something else before you can recover from that.
More knows fighting game mechanics better than I. Yes, but you can tell me what the fuck is going on in tech and lore, and I appreciate that.
But yeah, so, like, things will often have clues. Occasionally there are some, there's always going to be one or two that are misleading, in which case you can, either go back and, like, maybe look at, like a resource, or just pop a message in the Discord and be like, hey, like, I keep getting hit after this. Am I being stupid, or is it literally not my, are they not as unsafe as I think they are there? But yeah, so you basically predicted that 100% correct, which is great.
Yay!
You are definitely getting on board with this. Okay, that's just Nia's back throw. But yeah, so who do we think has advantage here? I will try and pick a frame that's less... you can actually fucking see people.
I mean, it's near now.
There we go. Sorry?
It's Nier's turn now, I would say.
It absolutely is, yep. So this is an example of she can do things while Vass is busy levitating 3 feet off the ground at the minute,
yeah.
but, you know.
If you are falling on the floor, it's my turn to use the remote.
Yes, precisely. That's something we call knockdown. So if you're knocked down, it is basically never your turn. You can try and use one of those fancy DP moves and hope that your opponent presses something, you know, when you're getting up, but you have to time it right, and also if they just sit there watching you do that, you are getting sent to the Giga damage dimension. But yes, this Nier sees this back throw knockdown, sets up... Speaking of fully invulnerable moves...
Oh!
So Vass does have one, and it is this thing here. So you notice how he doesn't care. Like, Death is doing all these slashes. We do not care. Just grab the child. And that means he gets out of that situation. Ah, he did it again. That's the other thing. So, that time he did it and the Nier was expecting it. So, because it's a grab, she jumps this. Normally, you just block DPs. Vass is a bit of a special case in that his fully invulnerable move is a grab.
Okay.
So, she runs up and, like, threatens him. Actually gets a safe jab off here as well, which is very funny. But basically, she knew this was coming, so she jumps it. Vass is now in the, oh no, I have made a terrible mistake dimension. And as such, will be eating an entire corner combo.
The child will now be beating you up.
Yep. So yeah, literally right until combo limit, and they get more pressure off this because Vass is in the corner. It's a terrible night to be Vass. He's dead.
It just keeps going.
He's dead.
Stop! He's already dead.
But yeah, and then that's the end of that game. So yeah, you can use, you know, armored or invincible moves to try and get out, but, you know, either use them very carefully and sparingly, or simply gamble on the fact that your opponent wouldn't think you'd do it a 5th time in a row.
Surely this time.
Surely this time it will work. Oh.
Big body problems.
To use a DP during the opponent's turn, do I have to time the DP right? And what's the correct timing? Do I have to start the DP at the same time as the opponent starts their attack? All good questions, Vile. So you essentially want to time it for when there is a gap in your opponent's pressure. On the knockdown case that we've been showing, that basically just means as soon as you get up, which means you can mash the input for that thing as you're getting up, and it will... Most games now have what's called a buffer system, so even if you do it a bit before you get up, the game will be like, okay, you want to do that as soon as you get up, I've got you, and we'll do it on the first available frame. So timing used to be a lot more of a thing in older games. Nowadays, you get a lot of leeway, and it's the same thing as if you're blocking something and you do a DP. The DP will come out on the first frame where you're available to act. Otherwise, it just won't. Yeah. So... The timing element is a lot less strict these days. You just want to essentially exploit the fact that they're doing, you know, something that is like, you want to exploit like they're doing something that is plus or something where it would normally be their turn, and then going, haha, gotcha. Right, and that I think is going to be all of our replay watching for today.
Yeah.
So we've now hopefully, if we tab back into the video game, I've got a bit of a better idea of what's advantage, what's disadvantage, and what's neutral.
Yes.
Excellent.
Learning has been achieved.
Learning has been achieved, and a little bit more learning. We're going to try and look at some very basic things we can do in each of these scenarios. So, let's start with neutral. Now, neutral is a complicated beast that changes based on various different matchups and various different, you know, like different players, even if they're all playing the same character. But we have a couple of general goals in neutral. One, annoy people.
Laser beams.
Yeah, laser beams. Great for this because if someone wants to try and run in and, like, you know, start their stuff, you can just laser beam them and get them to stop doing that.
I know I'm being annoying. I'm winning.
Yeah. So that's one. Now let's say there is one problem with laser beam. If you do a laser beam at me, oh, try again. Yeah, if I see it coming and I jump in at you, this thing has so much recovery frames on it.
Yeah.
Like I have so much time to do all this and like ruin your day for it.
Yeah. So what I've done there is hit you with rock and you've hit me with paper.
Essentially, yes. So, obviously though, if I'm all the way out here and you laser me, yeah, I can jump all I want. I'm not getting in like near enough to you.
Unless I do that, and now it's on cooldown.
Unless you do that, yeah. So, specifically, like your beams are tools you want to use from quite far away in neutral. Because if you're up close and you get one wrong, then people will jump at you, and that's bad news. This applies to basically all projectiles, but yeah.
I can think of literally one situation where I would want to use this in melee, and that's if I am juggling you in the corner like I showcased earlier.
Yes, precisely. So the EX, I believe, or the heavy version, has some stuff on the startup
specifically to bounce you off the wall.
Yeah, specifically as a combo tool. That's true. In general, though, you want like that. So let's say we're in neutral, but we're not at like full screen. We are more like here. What do you think we should be using? Yep, exactly. So this is poke range. This is where we want to poke here because it stops people, just running in and doing like their close range stuff. Another thing we can do from this range, once we've conditioned people to worry about this, is a 6XL. So if you 6XL at me, there we are. Do you see how on your end there? So you're still your frame data is on the right still, so I'll just put you on that side so it's a bit more obvious.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you 6XL at me, do you see how you're blue there? You're positive. Congratulations, it's your turn. You've won neutral.
Hooray!
So you can now press other buttons, and assuming there's none of those invincible moves in the way, yep, there you go. Sorry, I'm just keeping half an eye on chat as well.
Yeah, it's the streamer debuff. You're trying to play the game, teach me how to play the game, and pay attention to chat.
Yeah. I recommend a button that starts, the 6XL, the universal neutral winning button. Yeah, you'll be also glad to know that no matter what character you're on, 6XL is always like that. Some people have slightly better 6XLs than others, but it is always plus on block, so it's always, if someone lands this, or if you land it, it's always your turn to press buttons afterwards. It's just a universal Granblue mechanic.
This is a gap closer.
Yeah, it's a gap closer that also starts you being in the advantage state. Now, before we get on to advantage state, though, there is one other scenario I want to do, and it's a bit more of a niche one. So we've talked about doing these pokes to stop people 6XLing in, and we've talked about the range at which we should use beams. Now, the one problem with these pokes is if you keep doing them... Ooh, and I get the thing right. Yeah. So try doing them again.
Yes.
Is that they do have that same jump weakness. However, this, unlike the projectile, doesn't have 10 billion years of recovery. It still has a fair few, but not as many.
Yeah.
So, in the event where you feel like someone's going to do this, what do we press?
Windmill.
There you go. Yep, 2H. So, a lot of our kind of neutral for the minute is going to be stopping people approaching us with our beam and this. Occasionally approaching them with 6XL. And if we feel like they're jumpy, 2Hing them.
Yeah, I did like watch a couple videos on like what should you think about as a new player. And one of the main things that came out of that video was, yeah, new players love to jump. Teach them why that's bad.
Absolutely, yeah. This is going to be a godsend for you, particularly because it's such a good 2H as well.
Yeah.
Like, like, I can be, like, jumping over you and, like, all the way back here, and this thing will probably still... Yeah, this will still hit.
Oh, not there, but that's...
Yeah, not there. I'm trying to get, like, the super fucked up angle of it that I get on Charlotta consistently.
Oh, that could be armor. Huh. Do it again.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. You're doing some cancel or something.
No, that was just into medium.
Oh, like...
Hold on. I'm gonna heal. Yeah, that's just into
medium.
medium.
Oh, yeah, 214L. Yeah, or 214M, sorry, is what I'm doing there. Yeah, so stuff like that. Right, let's move on to advantage, shall we? So what do we want to do in advantage? First off, let me give you the easy one. Let's say you hit me. What do we want to do in that situation?
Keep hitting you.
Yep, combos. You got two armor, just a 2 on 4H, 2 on 4. Yeah, I think they both have armor. They just armor different things.
Hold on.
I believe Bob's gonna play this game. What is this?
Can you reset the stage? And I'm gonna try to remember what I practiced.
Yep. So yeah, for now, that's actually like a perfectly fine combo. We will look at like different combos in the fullness of time, but essentially you want like a little basic thing you can do in basically every scenario. Yeah. So like something into auto combo, into I would maybe do the heavy version of the spear, just for that extra hit.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, and that can just be the combo now. People think fighting games are all about like, you know, oh, you have to, you know these fucking 7 combos. You must be this tall to ride kind of thing. No.
I mean,
like like, as we've shown with the beginner's example, you can win at your rank by just pressing 2H. People will not stop jumping.
Just 2H and laser beam. This is all you need, and know how to block. Yeah.
That is literally all you need.
I say that, and yet I think I've been playing ranked purely because if I play casual, then I'm gonna get put against people who are better than me. Yeah,
which is fair. Right, like
I've just been playing
ranked is great for putting you against people of your skill level. Like, do not give a shit about my rank. It doesn't matter.
No, it's right now. It's just I want to play people who are at the same point as me, but I have won exactly 1 match out of like 14.
Yeah,
that's one.
Yeah, it's a W, and like I say, for now, and I want to really impress this on you. Like, obviously, this is before you got this framework, but I don't want you to measure your like prowess or like, you know, ability in a fighting game based on number of wins. I want you to assess it based on the fact that, you know, after this lesson, can you say, oh, I was in neutral there, or like, you know, I was in disadvantage there. Why was I mashing buttons? That's I was in advantage here, and I didn't do the combo. I didn't realize. Yeah.
That's really the state I want to be in at the end. I don't need to become a grandmaster player. I want to be able to be like, yes, I see what went wrong there, or like, I see what I should have done instead, or like, I know what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. Games for improvement and games for skill measurement are entirely different. Yes, Pixel, absolutely. Like, we're doing a lot of games for improvement yet. I'm not throwing you in a tournament. This is not skill measurement. Like, I don't care what ranked, what rank you are, what rank says. We're literally using rank to put you against players of your, you know, relative ability.
Someone has to be the bottom of the tournament.
Yeah, hey, shout out to all our, you know, 50% of people at a fighting game tournament will go 0-2.
Yeah.
Every time. It's just stats. And Mr. Mars is also bringing up a very excellent point there, is that a lot of these fundamental skills, like swap people out the air, and, you know, when you are plus on block, when it's your turn, take your turn, will carry over to any other fighting game you want. So if you decide next week you want to pick up Guilty Gear, this will all carry over. If you want to, you know, play fucking Street Fighter or Tokon or anything else, these are basic fighting game concepts that will transfer to whatever the fuck you want to play.
Yeah. This actually goes into what is essentially my motto in life, is there are 2 ways to learn. It is asking stupid questions and failure.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with either.
Yeah, a mixture of both will get you far.
Exactly.
But yeah, so we've established. Bleh, I repeated that word for some reason. What should I do when my turn ends? I usually default to blocking. Exactly that, Vile. If your turn ends, it's in most cases sensible to block. Like anything else is kind of more of a gimmick or a gotcha to try and gain an extra turn. Or occasionally you'll see some people will end their turn early. So this is a bit more of an advanced concept, but we'll maybe go over it now. So I'm blocking, and let's say you hit me with that 6-6L, right?
Yep.
So what do you want to do after that?
I mean, realistically, in the moment, if this was an actual fight, I would probably monkey brain into just hitting you regularly. However,
and
I want to do this.
Okay. No, I like that you're using the thing that guard breaks to like break someone's block. That's very good. So there's two things we can do here, in my eyes, to just keep it simple for now. So the first off is, as you said, do the exact same thing you would on hit. Let's not worry about like confirming whether we've got the hit or not yet. Let's just every time do this and give ourselves this full auto attack to determine whether we've got hit or not.
Yeah.
The one thing we will change...
I am still blocking.
Yeah. So the one thing we will change is, you know how on hit we did... oops, hang on. We did 1, 2, 3, and then we did the heavy spear?
Yep.
I will say on block, what we want to do instead is do, like, the medium or light spear. Just because we're not going to get the damage out the 30s anyway, because our opponent is blocking. So let's get back out of there, get back to this range, and start throwing some lasers or some pokes or something.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like, it's not connecting. Get laser beams.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's get back to our nice, you know, our happy little space where we've got, you know...
It just keeps happening. Sure.
How did you win?
See, exactly, because you weren't expecting it for the 6th time.
Damn it. Oh, she's too good. She's too good, chat. I've actually got outclashed. Help.
I've been paying attention.
Yeah, they won't expect it for the 6th time. I mean, true.
One of us is gonna have to stop before the other one, and it's not gonna be me.
One of us is gonna have to go and get changed.
It's not gonna be me. Damn it.
Oh. Better player alert. Oh. But, yeah, so... I think for now, that's all we want to do on like, advantage. Again, I'm basically gonna come back in future weeks. I'm gonna do like some match replays where maybe I teach you a couple of things about specific characters from here on out, and then one we're just gonna do like a week where we really blitz Zeta's offense a bit, where we do defense a bit, maybe where we do some more neutral or matchup specific kind of stuff. And we'll get into like a little bit more terminology in that. But for now, I just want to give you a very basic framework of what to do in different situations. We've got our neutral tools, you know, all of this good stuff.
When
We've
am
got
I
our
allowed
offense
to
tools.
do damage?
Yeah. She's going to versus fighting. Hell yeah. Oh. But yeah. Any of you all going to VSF? Not me, personally.
Plane tickets are expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so we've got, you know, on hit, and this can be from, like, 6-6L, or if we get an opportunity. From jump as well, this also works. I fucked up the end of it, but you get what I mean. Obviously, be careful when you're jumping, but remember it's an option. Now let's take the other option.
I can't always. I can't always do this.
You can always pogo, yeah.
Pogoing is a kind of a poke.
Kind of. It's a poke that dies to 2H.
In a literal sense.
Yeah. I think pogo and poke and that is definitely going to be something we want to look at in the offense-oriented lesson, but I'm going to leave it out for now.
Yeah.
So, the final bit we want to do is, what do we want to do when we're on disadvantage? In fact, actually, I'm going to reset our resources for this. So, we're blocking stuff. What do we do?
Wait for an opening?
Yeah, that's definitely the one we should probably default to until we know roughly what our opponent's attacks look like.
Yeah, like if you're hitting me and you're not breaking guard, then I can see what it's likely for you to, like... Yeah, like, okay, that's on the table. But then also, I know when your combo ends, so I can hit you with a light.
Precisely, yes. There's some points on this emote, so I gotta use it.
So, the answer really is wait for you to tire yourself out.
That is one of the things, and I think it's definitely something we're going to, like, I would advise you to start with. There are two other options. So let's say we know, for the sake of example, that I am a Zeta player who always does this particular string for some reason. Okay, yep. What we can try and do in that scenario is we can either wait for the end after this, and then we can see that, you know, you're blue there, so you can start pressing things. Or...
do you want me to be the offense?
So can you do the same to me, actually? So can you do, like, dash light, and then auto combo, and then the light projectile? Yeah, okay. There we are. So do it again. I'm going to show you something that might blow your mind here.
Oh!
Yeah, so you see how that got interrupted part way?
How did you do that?
So, this is something that's called a Brave Counter. It's a mechanic that's specific to Granblue this time. You notice how above my health I'm missing a diamond?
Ah.
So, Pixel's shown you the application of the diamonds, which is the offensive one, called the Raging Strike, which extends your combos and also breaks guard.
Yes.
If you do that while blocking, you'll get a Brave Counter instead, which is an I don't want to block whatever fucked up thing you're going to do next.
Oh, now I hit you. Hold on.
Get off me. It's only if you're blocking something, otherwise you'll get a Raging Strike. So if I do something to you, and then you press... There you go.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. So, the two wolves inside you are fighting between Raging Strike, Raging Chains, and Brave Counter spam.
I mean, I know what the wolf inside me wants to do. It's this. It's not this.
Oh, yeah.
It's just to go, like, talk shit, get hit. I'm hitting you again.
Hell yeah. Oh, but yeah. However, there is a caveat to using both of these, which I'm not sure you're aware of. So you see how you're now out of diamonds, and your character portrait is flashing red?
Yes.
So, if you're missing one diamond, as I currently am, you know, you've used one of your three. It's no big deal.
I am out
of resources. If you're down two, your character starts flashing red slowly, and you take 10% extra damage from all sources.
Oh, that's...
If you're missing all three, your character flashes red quickly, and you take 50% extra damage from all sources. So, if you have no diamonds left, you're dying.
Yeah, that... Pixel did point out, only do this if it's, like, a kill confirm.
Yeah. So that is your full, like, just, I'm cashing everything out, and if it doesn't kill you,
I'm winning
God
right
help
now.
me kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 20% on one bravery point. My bad. Yes, it's 20% if you're missing one, and 50% if you're missing all of them. Now, you do get one bravery point back if you super, regardless whether it hits or not. So you see, I did one there, even though I got one back. And same if it misses me altogether. But that's 100 meter you're spending. And also, if that super gets blocked, like, it's not going to end well for you. So if I block this, let's just see how, like, how red you are.
Very.
Yeah, minus 21. You are the reddest girl. You are absolutely... In fact, do it again. I'm going to see if I can punish it this time.
Ow.
Yep. So, yeah. Not something you want blocked. But yeah, so basically what you can do is if people are being really kind of tricky, you can use some of your diamonds to push them off you while you're blocking.
I do suppose, though, that you blocking that, at least I have gotten a diamond back and I am not taking as much damage. But I did take damage, and that's cringe.
Yeah, so it's the balancing act of you no longer take 50% amped damage, but you are taking 20% amped damage now, which is not great. Or you could just not, like, stay at taking 50% amped damage if you get hit, but bank on not getting hit. So it's like, this is not something where I'm saying, yeah, 1 diamond is not worth the damage of the punish. Precisely the point I was getting to, Pixel. It's like, I'm not saying throw out a super.
I agree with that. I'm just saying it
not
could be
saying
worse.
throw out a super for the express purpose of getting a diamond back, but I'm saying if you do land a hit, and you can do a super at the end of it, that both gets you a diamond back and it steals a diamond from your opponent.
Oh, does it?
Yes. In fact, if you do if you're low health and you do the super skybound version, you might notice, boink, you get hit by that and you lose 2 of them.
Okay.
Which means that all super skybound arts, like, will guaranteed start you doing 20% damage, extra damage, if not 50. So yeah, that's a little note about Brave. I think they're called bravery points. And they're an extra thing you can do on. For now, I wouldn't worry about them too much on offense. I mean, if Pixel's taught you the full spend thing, then by all means continue to do that. That's hype as shit. But
I'm learning.
The main application I would use them for at the minute is if people are like harassing you and you don't know when to get out, just remember on any blocked hit, you can press that. And at your level, that will basically always get you out. Yeah. There's ways you can work around it, but it's higher level stuff no one that you're playing against is going to do.
When that stops working, it will be time to learn something else.
Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We don't need to learn super, you know, like the super high level stuff because we're not there yet. We just want to know what roughly to do. And then the final thing to do is, can you hit me with that that string again? Oh, try it again, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, she's mixing me up.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
There we are. So the other thing we can do is, if we are in a spot where pressing a normal button, like one of our fast ones, would get us hit, we can try and use our 214H, which is kind of like our best reversal, to like armor that hit and then get it off us. So it'll work against that projectile, for example. So if I do the same to you, and in between me ending the combo and doing the projectile, just try and do 214H. Oh, we both messed it up.
Yep.
Okay, try it one more time. Almost. You'll get there. There's a bit of a timing to it.
When should I be doing this?
So, it's, like I say, it's pretty much almost as / slightly after the 3rd hit of the auto combo lands. So do it for me one more time. Okay, yeah, it was a bit slower than that, but
214H.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll do that to make it easier, so the timing's a bit less stringent. So yeah, so just before I do this move, essentially, is when you want to be doing the 214H. Oh, not quite.
Not quite.
Did work in that scenario, but it's because I'm going a bit slow here. Is she using motion inputs? Yeah, if you're struggling with 214H, particularly in scenarios where you just want to get people off you, do back skill.
Okay,
so,
that works too.
Yeah, so let's see if we can do it with back skill. There you go. So you see how you armored that? And then if you press light after you armor that, you'll get a little hit that gets me off you. Oh, you got spot dodge. That was back and block. Oh, okay, so yeah. Remember, back and skill after the end of the auto combo. There you go.
This is tough.
Yeah, Zeta's defense mechanics, nice spot dodge. But, yeah, are a little, they take a bit of getting used to.
Yeah, like, when picking up this character, I figured, like, this is the thing that I'm going to have to learn the most.
For sure, yeah. Like, I think it's called Scarlet Rhapsody, this thing is...
Yeah. This is an
I think it's super unique to her. Yeah, we like funny hold down to poke more move.
I did try to learn. I did learn a little bit of UL, but like, Stan's too complicated. Unga bunga.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I absolutely respect that. I've just realised it's you know, it's 10:15. We've been home for a while.
Oh
so,
my lord.
Yeah. In my head, I was like, oh, okay, I normally start stream at 8. We've got another 3/4 of an hour. No, the fuck we don't. Oh.
I mean,
but yeah.
I'm here until you kick me out, so I don't have anything
fair enough.
going on tonight.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, all I've got is some washing to do, but...
I mean, I should eat something, but, like, not yet.
Yeah. But yeah, so... Let's step back a bit from... I mean, I'll give this another couple of goes and see if we can get it to work.
Hold on. Okay.
And remember, if you're struggling with the 2-on-4H, just do back your skill button and your heavy button.
Right now we're working on
and you can just mash that.
Did you want me to do light?
I would do heavy. I think it comes out faster.
Okay.
So just
heavy
as
comes
soon as
out faster is crazy.
Yes, because the heavies do normally come out faster because they put your moves on cooldown. They're more powerful versions of the moves. I know heavy buttons don't, but heavy skills are more powerful.
Understandable. Hit me.
Yeah. Yeah, so what you can do is you can try and just mash this out. So as soon as I start doing the auto combo, just mash it.
Okay.
You're pressing block, not skill, I think. Let me check what your
I mean,
hold on, what your skill button was.
I'm pressing block to block, but like.
Oh yeah, you need to let go of that before.
So I should be doing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in that scenario it makes it much easier if you're not, because back and block is spot dodge.
Okay.
Yeah. So block like that, and then yeah, just that back and skill. That would probably be the issue.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Here we go. Oh, okay. You might have been a little late. Try that again.
There, I just fucked it up. Do it again.
There you go. Now, what you want to do is, you got the armor that time. You want to try and mash it till it comes out, and then press light afterwards, because that'll be the bit that actually gets people off you. So let's give that a go. I think that's kind of important to learn.
Button mashing is cringe unless I do it.
Yeah, true. Okay, here we go. Going again.
Okay.
Almost. You're slightly late on the attack again. Close.
This is really tricky.
There you go. Okay, I think that was still heavy, but it did work.
Was I not supposed to do the heavy? No, the heavy version of this.
Well, heavy version. Yeah, heavy version of that, but also, I think you were doing light version of that to heavy follow-up. We want heavy version of that to light follow-up.
Yeah. I was doing it in the inverse.
Yeah. You literally had the right sequence of inputs. You just need to swap your heavy and light button around, and then the timing is there.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. You tapped heavy twice in a row, but it did still work. You got the heavy version of that, which is the faster version, so it'll be easier to time on that first bit. Let's give it 1 or 2 more goes, just see if we can get the light follow-up. So again, heavy start. Oops.
Yep.
Heavy start, and then light. So back skill heavy, followed by the light button.
Yes.
Oop. Yep, I forgot to do the projectile, but you were right. Almost.
That was not the button I meant to press.
Yeah, I think you pressed forward or neutral instead.
Yeah.
There you are. Okay, perfect.
But now I
you got the
forgot
timing where you
to
didn't mash it. Yeah. That's an improvement. You got the timing where you didn't just mash out the heavy versions. You're kind of getting the timing of when to press this.
I was not aware this was a rhythm game.
Oh, all fighting games are a little bit.
Okay,
But yeah, so now you've got that. All you need to do is, as soon as you see that you've armored something, press that light button.
Okay.
Okay, close. There you go!
We
got it. And you see now, I was pressuring you, but now I'm miles away from you in yellow. So, like, we're back to do poke things again. We've successfully got our opponent the fuck away from us. All is good in the world.
Or I get to do this again.
Yippee!
Ow!
Oh. Yeah, U moves will come on to later. They are an important part of playing Zeta, but I don't know. Again, the point is, I've already been rabbiting at you for 3 hours. I'm not going to do more, because your brain's probably already melting out your ears. So we're just going to save meter, and say the use for our meter at the minute is, if we have 100 of it, and we land our combo, just do super instead of the heavy lunges.
Yeah.
So can you just do one of them? Okay, yeah. And now try and do like dash L into auto combo into that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
One of the things I practiced, I'm gonna try to pull this off now, was... Nope, hold on.
Okay, yeah.
And then, damn it, and then that into super.
Yeah, so you can definitely do, like, other versions of corner combos like that. Like, I think one of her, I'm just going to try and make some shit up and see if it works here, but, like,
Random bullshit, go!
Ooh. There we go, so... Oh, I didn't hit with that. But there's a way you can kind of do that, and then you can, like, hit someone like that, and then do all this, and then... Yeah, I don't know the exact routing. I will try and look it up for future sessions, but
Yeah.
For now,
the Zeta combo stream is later.
Yeah, exactly.
And
for now, what we have
practice
is hopefully a bit more of a basic understanding of the phases of a fighting game and roughly what to do in each one. I appreciate that's still quite a lot of info. Don't worry about any of the character-specific stuff I mentioned.
Yeah.
It's literally not worth it yet.
I now understand, like, when I am supposed to be blocking and how to get out of that, and, like, generally, why am I being juggled into oblivion?
Yes. So hopefully, even if you can't apply, I also want to say before we leave off, I am not expecting you to have fully downloaded and internalized this information and
I'm gonna have
be
to
able to
sleep
apply
on
it
it
in the split-second scenarios that, you know, can come up in fighting games. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna have to
what I
sleep
would
on
like
this.
you to do is maybe to play some matches this week. This is your homework. Play some, like, you know, some ranked matches. Just to put you against people of your skill level. And then, like, maybe have a look through some of the replays and just be like, oh, you know, in situations where you get hit or your opponent gets hit, just try and look at what went right or what went wrong. In fact, record a couple and put them on, like, I don't know, put them on listed on YouTube or something. We can go through them like we did with, we can go through them like we did with the professional replays. And like I say, this will help us kind of this will help me get more of a general idea of what would be best for us to work on in future lessons. It'll also help you because every fighting game has its selection of oddballs that, like, you know, what I've taught you are the basic rules, and now I want you to try and get used to them while being... But I'm going to have to go, actually, this guy breaks this one specific rule in this one way.
Yeah, I am 100% expecting... Well, you did everything correctly, except you are fighting against Blorberson, and this doesn't work.
Yep, there will be some of that. But, you know, I want your decision-making to be true in the most general kind of, like, sense of it, in that, you know, absence of character-specific bullshit, this is the right call for doing this. And we will dive more into what we do in each of these phases. Like I say, I'm going to do a week for each one, probably. Along with some match, some match replays each week, I think, would be nice. And yeah, I think that's going to bring us to the end of our session tonight. So, how are you feeling at the end of all that? So, I dropped a lot on you.
Surprising lack of shark this session.
Surprising lack of shark. Yeah, we did actually spend most of it in here. You know what? Let's rectify that. Let's go see the shark.
I do feel like I learned a whole lot. You didn't say frame nearly as often as I thought you would.
Yes, because I wrapped it up into instead saying that you are now blue or red.
Ah, he cheated.
Yes, so I could have said that blue is plus on Brock, which means you have frame advantage. Or that red is minus on block, which means you have frame disadvantage. But it's just easier to say, you're blue now. I'm being eaten.
That's my attack, you're blue now. Would you rather I start doing the push-ups? This is the best thing in the game. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, go on. Just give me some fish push-ups on the way out. That's it. Hell yeah. This is how a shark would do push-ups, apparently.
It's the only way to get stronger.
I am just as horrified as you are, chat. Oh. But yeah, okay.
I feel like I learned a whole lot.
Hell yeah. Well, that's excellent. Like I say, feel free to watch it back. Feel free to, to ask me or anyone in our lovely Discord, which any of you can join, fighting game related questions, because if I'm not available, you already know Pixel will definitely help you out, and so will basically like a lot of the fighting game savvy people in there.
Join our Discord. Don't join mine, it's stinky.
Join Morn's as well, but like join mine for fighting game stuff. Join Morn for like the collection of excellent artists she has in there.
Join Morn's Discord if you want to see her get really frustrated at Mahjong. That's the real content.
Also that, yeah. And be a Pixel in the chat saying, I'm the fighting game monk on the cliff giving free wisdom. Oh,
Pixel up the pool, what is your wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Hit him. Spend diamond to kill.
Yeah. Have you considered kill? Oh. But yeah, so hopefully I've given you, like I say, a basic set of moves you can play with, and then we're going to add to that in various different capacities over the coming weeks.
We are at the point where everything you tell me is me learning, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
My brain is a sponge. It's just kind of full right now.
I'm the older, slightly drunk monk behind Pixel rambling about TPFC. Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah. Should be great news for future weeks. Let's go find someone to raid into, shall we?
I have someone that I would love to raid into, unless you have something cool.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
I know too many people. One of my good friends, Kerma, is currently playing Deltarune.
Ooh, excellent. I will probably dip from that immediately because I haven't seen anything past chapter 3, but I will raid in and then be like, I'm dipping because spoilers.
But I want to go bother Kerma.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
I'm gonna send you her name in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Let me go, and this is great because I get to just ask you who to raid, and then I get to sponge off of all your followers for cool people to raid on my own streams.
I know too many people. I need a second Morn. I always say I'm bad at networking. It's because I never go in with like, yes, I'm networking. It's always like, hi, we're friends now.
Yeah. Or in my case, hey, I made you a cocktail. Would you like to join my Clock Tower game? And then I just asked people to stuff from there. Yeah.
I mean, but, in your case, it was, this guy's cool. I'm just gonna hang out.
Yeah, you to be fair, would just like, I've known you in my chat forever. Want to learn Mahjong?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just like hanging out, okay?
Hell yeah. Best way to do it. Right, so we're going to raid into Kerma Hollow, who I believe is on chapter 1, so I'm not getting spoiled right now. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to raid my lot in there. Go and tell them that Artie sent you, and Morn. I'm sure both raid messages will come through. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and thank you once again, Morn, for stopping on by.
Thank you for teaching.
It is unironically my pleasure and what I set out, like why I started streaming. I wanted to teach people fighting games.
Yeah.
And make drinks. But like this is like a big part of why I started streaming. So having people who are willing to learn and are, you know, kind of as receptive and enthusiastic about it as you are is truly my pleasure.
I see myself as an eternal student. The day that I stop learning new things is the day I die.
Very true. Couldn't have said it better myself. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I've been Artorias Winchester, she's been Morn, and we'll see you next time. I have
not been Artorias Winchester.
This is true, even though she did try and steal my intro at the start. Oh, farewell.
Bye-bye.